Now, before we get into this pescatarian diet, let me make one thing perfectly clear. I love meat. I love the taste of it, I love the primal nature of eating it, and I love how much protein is in it. But I also love animals and I love our planet, so I do try to keep my meat eating to a minimum, usually eating about 2 meals that contain meat per week. Hi again. I actually didn't used to like fish. When I was growing up, I used to really dislike it. If ever I was given fish to eat, I'd be like, no, don't want it, get that away from me. But as I've grown older, I think your taste buds start to change and I've started to like fish quite a lot. Still wouldn't eat fish on its own, except for raw salmon. Absolutely love raw salmon. But any other fish on its own, it would have to be mixed with some other flavours. So when I started out on this challenge, I decided to do a little bit of an experiment and tried lots of different meals with fish as the base. And what I found was the best fish-based meal is a jacket potato with fish, sweet corn, red onion, mayonnaise, and lots of grated cheese over the top. This I found was the best fish dish. Only thing better than a fresh fish dish. Second favourite is to make the same mix but then spread it over buttered toasted bread, and it makes these like mini fish pizza things that are absolutely delicious. Anyway, enough about my extremely limited culinary skills. Was there any benefits to eating lots of fish and no meat? Hell to the yeah, it made my brain more efficient. That was one massive benefit that I noticed. I feel like it made my brain more snappier. I was able to think faster. I felt like it made me smarter somehow. I don't know if any of this was just a placebo, of course, but I really do feel like it just made my brain work in much better ways than it had done before. And this sensation seemed to happen every time that I had fish, which was about 3 to 4 times a week. By the way, in case you're wondering why I didn't eat fish every day, it's because if you eat too much fish, it can actually be bad for you. It can give you elevated levels of mercury, which can actually be a little bit poisonous if you eat vast amounts of it. And obviously I didn't want to poison myself, so the days that I wasn't eating fish, I would make sure to have plenty of eggs, plenty of nuts, seeds, lots of protein from other sources basically. But why did my brain feel better? Well, most likely it was because of the high levels of omega-3 that you get from eating a lot of fish. Those high levels of omega-3, when they're in the membranes of the brain cells, it helps them to interact with each other better. In fact, studies have shown by having a lot of fish, it can even cure depression because of this. The fact that it can help cure depression is just another one of the great benefits, but on the inside there's even more crazy good stuff happening. So the fatty acids that are in the omega-3 help to fight plaque buildup in the arteries. This is great because it helps prevent heart disease, stroke. It helps to reduce triglyceride levels in the blood, which lowers the blood pressure. It decreases inflammation. So there's tons of benefits, but the one benefit that I was hoping to see on the outside the most, didn't really notice any difference. I was hoping that it might like kind of help clear my skin a little bit. Not that I have bad skin, but I just, some days you look in the mirror and you feel like you look better than other days, and it's usually because of your skin looking healthy and glowing. But I didn't really notice that with this fish diet. That was one of the things that I was kind of hoping for or expecting. Didn't see anything there, but I only did it for 30 days. Maybe 30 days isn't long enough. Maybe I would need to keep doing it for longer to really notice any changes in my skin. And as for whether I'll actually go back to eating meat or whether I'll keep this diet up, I'm probably going to eat meat again, but I'm still going to keep it to a minimum. I'm only going to have a couple of meat meals a week. I just think it's such a negligible amount that it's, I've everything in balance is what I say, and 2 meat meals a week is not an extravagant amount. Plus I love English breakfasts, so I don't really want to miss out on those. Aside from that though, I will keep eating plenty of fish. I've grown to really like fish over this last month, and obviously all those health benefits, plus the fact that if you look at like blue zones where people live like well past 100 sometimes, one of the key factors is often the fact that they have a very large amount of fish in their diet. So yeah, that's another great reason to do it. Hope you got something from this video. If you did, then either hit the like button or comment or both. And if you haven't subscribed yet, it would be great if you subscribe. That would mean a lot to me because I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers and it's really difficult. All right, hopefully see you next time. Ciao.